In this video, I'm going to review how to complete the Romeo and Juliet Act 1 assessment. First off, you'll need to get a copy of the file, which you will find on our website generoeducation.com. Once at generoeducation.com, you'll click on English 1, then click on Literature, and then click on Romeo and Juliet, which will bring you to this page. You will find the assessment down here at the bottom underneath Assessment Resources, right here at the bottom. Once you click it, it will open up. As always, before you can type on this document, you'll need to click File, make a copy. To make a copy, and you will save it to your Google Drive. If you need full instructions on how to do this, you can click right here where it says File, make a copy on the document, and there's a link to the video of how to make a copy of the file. For this assignment, you will need our source texts as well as your notes. All right. You will find the source text by clicking here. Again, that takes you to our Romeo and Juliet page, which has the source text listed up top. Here's the link to our online version of the text. Here is the link to the page with all of the video clips from West Side Story that we've seen thus far. And here I've added a graphic novel copy of the book. For those who need to review the story, the graphic novel is there as an assistance in reviewing the story as well. So, our directions for this assignment are, on the next slide, you will find a chart. You may choose to complete the chart for either Romeo and Juliet or Tony and Maria from West Side Story. Using your compare and contrast hexagon, your study guide notes, and the article Adolescence and the Teenage Crush, which can be found on commonlit.org, you're going to identify examples of each type of crush and explain how your example matches the characteristic of that type of crush. In the center column of ovals, you will need to identify examples for celebrity, identity, romantic, and all of the crushes for the two main characters, which will be either Romeo and Juliet or Tony and Maria from West Side Story, depending on which one you pick. In the left column, you will need to identify individuals upon whom Romeo has one of the other crushes or who has a crush on Romeo. In the right column, you will need to identify individuals whom Juliet has one of the other crushes on or who have a crush on Juliet. Let's take a look at this. Slide number 2 has the guide. All right, don't need to type on this one. You'll type on slide 3. This is just the guide here. All right, first off, you'll fill in Romeo and Juliet or Tony and Maria, depending on which one you're going to do. Okay. As I said, in the center column here, you'll identify the celebrity crush characteristics, identity crush characteristics, romantic crush characteristics, and the combination crush characteristics for Romeo and Juliet's relationship. All right. So find an example of Romeo and Juliet's relationship that shows a celebrity style characteristic of a crush, and just explain how that fits celebrity. Find a characteristic between the two that shows identity crush, and explain how it might show identity. Find an element of romantic, explain that one, and finally find one that shows all three. On the left-hand column here, you'll see celebrity, identity, and romantic. Now, if you choose Romeo and Juliet, Romeo is here on the left, and you would identify another character that either has a celebrity crush on Romeo or who Romeo has a celebrity crush on them. All right. Now, in this first act, we don't have a lot of characters interacting with Romeo, a whole lot, but there's a case that could be made for one of the other characters being crushed on by Romeo or crushing on Romeo in a celebrity-style way. Same goes for identity. All right, the second box down here, you'll find an identity crush that Romeo or Tony has on somebody else, or that somebody else has on Romeo or Tony. Thirdly is romantic crush. All right, again, Romeo or Tony has a romantic crush on somebody or something, or somebody or something has a crush on Romeo. All right. For example, at the beginning of the story, Romeo has a romantic crush on Rosalind. So you could put Rosalind here and talk about how what characteristic does Romeo show that shows he has a romantic crush on Rosalind, and explain that. And on the right side column, do the same thing, but for Juliet or Maria, whoever you choose. All right. So who has a celebrity crush on Juliet, or Juliet has a celebrity crush on somebody else? Explain it. All right. Identity crush and romantic crush. Okay. Again, you're filling in these three. Provide an example from the text or the film, and then explain it as how it matches up with the characteristics of each crush as identified on our compare and contrast hexagon from a few weeks ago. All right. Again, you'll put in your information on the blank chart, the one that says type on this. All right. Again, you'll put Romeo and Juliet, or you'll put Tony and Maria. You'll fill in for their relationship, and then fill in for each character. Again, if you need to review the text, by all means, take the time to review the texts or review the film. Of the two, they're pretty much equally as easy or as challenging. West Side Story might have a little bit more information to complete the chart a little bit quicker, but both are pretty equally matched in terms of which one you should do. All right. Again, you got to complete the chart. Make sure you provide examples from the source text as well as explanations in order to receive full credit. Once you are done, you will just notify me and I will go ahead and grade it for you. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message.